Hello and welcome. Today we're at Lalandia in Billund, Denmark, and finally I'm using a camera that can cope with low light so you can actually see what I'm going to be talking about. And I'm also starting in a place that I've never started or even ever walked around before, which is the indoor golf course. So there is a lot to see as we go around over the next sort of 13 minutes or so. Let us know in the comments below if you have been here before. Let us know if you have stayed at Lalandia, because for the first ever time I actually found the scale and the size of the map for the Lalandia accommodation, and I cannot believe how big it is. Now this is filmed I think about 4:30 in the afternoon, because this is a very late lunch for me, because I ended up getting the pizza. So if you've been following these in order, you know what I've been talking about, but all of them are available in the accommodations and how to get around playlist, or something related to Billund playlist. They're all different names in there, so hunt them down if you want to find out exactly what I'm going on about. But this is about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is very quiet because it is before the check-in day. The following day it will get very busy, but where I am now and the time that I've come in is absolutely perfect, so we get to have a good look around, because I think everybody is in the water waiting to come shooting out, I do believe. So I think I've just timed it just about right, because if you turn up about 6-7 o'clock it is absolutely heaving. If you come first thing in the morning as well, it's really nice to walk around. Now the really cool thing is that if you wanted to use some of the facilities like the ice skating rink, and I was saying about the swimming pool, the swimming also has a steam room, jacuzzi, sauna, and it has, more importantly, loads and loads of amazing water slides as well. You do not need to be staying on site to be able to use the ice skating rink or the water facilities. You just have to pay for a ticket to go in, or you just have to pay for a slot on the actual rink. With regards to the mini golf and the bowling and everything like that, I'm still not 100% sure how it works. I think that's very clever how they've actually painted the radiator as well. Anyway, sidetracked as always. So I'm not 100% sure how you would do this. I would imagine, and again, you've got a kickabout football pitch where you're going to need to get the equipment from. When you first come in through the spinning doors, on the left-hand side, there is like a help desk regarding everything for check-in and that side of things. So I would imagine you'll be able to go in there and book the activities that you want to play, or you would pre-book the activities when you book your accommodation for Lalandia. If it's anything to go by Centre Parks, you might actually have an app as well where you can just book it is what you want to do, and then you just collect it. You just collect the equipment from a certain area around Lalandia. Now, it is an amazing place and we have lots to see, so we're going to carry on walking around. You'll see that there's a bowling alley to the right hand side, so there's plenty of alleyways there, and obviously they've got plenty of just everything here. So you've got big bar area. That is where the Cheeky Monkey is, just there. That is actually where we filmed the Lalandia Lego store, so that had loads of Lego sets in there. That is already uploaded in a separate video. That is like your sports bar. They'll play either cricket, Formula One's on, any sports from, I guess, the Sky Sports channels that they've got. So there's always different bits and pieces. Now there is a lot of eateries to the left hand side. Excuse the hands in a second, I was just trying to get the camera more level, but I'm not going to take that out, because if I take it out you're not actually going to see, because I was stupid enough not to stand still. But this, I think, is a new artwork. So this is Slush. I don't think that was called Slush last time, so I think some of them are run by Lalandia, so, and some of them are independent as well. So like with some of the clothing stores and things, I might be completely wrong with that, it might all be Lalandia run, but if it is anything to go by Centre Parks, they will have separate contracts within. So yeah, this is me just fiddling around, being too stupid to stand still, but it is what it is, so we'll soon get over it. The game arcades and everything to the left hand side, they're all pay to play. We'll have a quick look in there. You've got the air hockey. I do believe, if you are watching J Toy Collections UK, you have got a WrestleMania and a Ghostbusters pinball machine as well, and they're not too bad. I don't think the price of them are too expensive. I think it's like 10 kroner for 10 goes, so you get some good game time on there, I do believe. So you'd be there, you'd be playing the games for a good couple of minutes, so I think they're good value. But again, I've walked past this before where every single machine has been used, and the atmosphere and just how loud it is completely different, obviously, when it's full compared to when it's absolutely empty. It's just a little bit echoey in the background at the moment because there's not that many people there. Absolutely perfect for me though. I've been wanting to try and get here when it's relatively quiet like this for a long time. I'm glad the camera's not dragging. I'm glad this camera works in lower light, and I am happy with what we are seeing currently. The content quality is it's acceptable, shall we say. I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying it's acceptable. Now you've got the badminton courts and everything, which is the softest floor I have ever stood on in my life. It is so squidgy and soft, and you can see that they've got all the different courts and everything on there. But you can see how much it will give. I think if I'm clever enough, once we've had a look at all the seating, that's just an amazing scale building. They could have made that so much smaller and split it up and put so many different things in there. But no, they went full bore. But maybe they will hire that space out potentially to schools and other things like that. But yeah, the floor was super soft. I wasn't clever enough to actually look at my feet sinking into the floor. And again, you've got loads of eateries. There's some really nice places to eat within Lalandia. Some of it, depending on how much the pound is compared to the Danish krona, it can be quite expensive for certain things, but other things aren't too bad. So at one point, I think the pizza was about £9, which you will see at the end of this video as well, like you did at the end of the last video. And that's not bad at all. That's filling enough for one person, and then obviously you can pick up some drinks from the supermarket that they've got on site here. I'm not too sure if the supermarket that is on site here is slightly more expensive than the other supermarkets on the way to the Lego house. So if you are staying for a couple of days and you need to stock up on some drinks and snacks and things like that, then obviously you can do. I did find, like, for example, something like a tub of Pringles can be very expensive, but then something else that is quite popular in the UK but obviously isn't very popular over there is really cheap. So if you do eyeball the prices, you can pick up some good bargains. Obviously this is coming from the pound, not your local currency, so do check what your local currency is doing compared to the Danish krona. Obviously the pound has just plummeted, so everything's now going to be expensive, but we are dragging the camera on our way to the winter village. So this is an amazing experience. I've been very lucky to do this, and it is a very good memories for me that I will never forget. So you've got the little slopes where you can race somebody down, and then you've got the ice skating rink which you could potentially push somebody over on, or just fall flat in your face like I did multiple times. And again, I've seen that with a queue out the front with people waiting to get in, but the Winter Wonderland is permanently Christmas, so it'll be very interesting to see how these decorative pieces change when it comes to the Christmas period. So if you guys have been here before at Christmas and you came here last year, for example, please do let me know in the comments below what it is like. Do they deck out everything for Christmas, or do they just have this bit because it's permanently Christmas and they don't do anything for Christmas at the front? Because I was here last year for Halloween and they went absolutely amazing theming for Halloween all around the eateries and everything at the front. So I'm just very intrigued to know what it will be like at Christmas time. So if you can let me know in the comments below, that would be absolutely perfect. So we are just over the halfway mark, so I'm going to get it in now. If you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. It does massively help with all the likes and everything on the video. So thank you to everybody that has subscribed recently, and again, thank you very much to everybody that has just been commenting and liking and everything else like that. Now those benches are pretty cool because they have got wheels and the bit over the top, so it looks like it would be pulled by horse, shall we say. So obviously you can imagine what kind of theming that they're going for. And then we've got all the clothing and everything on here. The reason why the camera's so low and I've got it angled is I'm just trying not to film all the little teeny tiny ones, because it's just in certain sections of the Lalandia there's lots of smaller ones walking around, and it's just easier to do that and you can get the gist of it. Because sometimes if it is really echoey and noisy and I have the camera facing me and I try and talk and it doesn't work, you then can't see what I'm looking at. So it's one of those, I just try and find a fine balance. When I'm by myself walking around, obviously the camera will be on me and I have it facing on me and have it facing forward. I don't have to do the voiceover. So again, you've got, like I said, you've got a big gym facility just there. But it is what it is with regards to walking around a more sort of busier environment like this, but I don't want to film teeny tiny ones, obviously, for obvious reasons. Now we will carry on looping around, and we are going to start getting into the bit that you guys would yet have seen, because I started this video in such a different place. The thing that everybody walks into and everybody's a bit amazed by, I'm actually left that to the end of the video, and that is the amazing cloud sky that we'll be seeing. And then I'm more impressed actually that I found the map for the first time in like a year and a half of coming to Lalandia, that I've actually found that there is a massive map of the accommodation. So I cannot believe how big the accommodation is, and I will be walking around that in full detail probably sometime next year, because I'm not going to have time to do it. I'm not going to have time to do it now. As of me doing this voiceover, my trip coming back to Billund has been sorted again, but I'm not going to have enough time to film those bits and pieces. Whereas when I was here for this visit, I very much was a case of I knew exactly what I was going to be doing because I planned it for that. But this is what you walk into. Now, how amazing does this look? So again, because it's so peaceful and quiet, it's just a lovely, lovely place to sit down, walk around, grab a cup of tea, coffee. You can eat in or take away on any of these tables and chairs. And again, I said that they do transform this place for Halloween. Do they do this area for Christmas as well? This is where I got the pizza from, just there. They got loads of ice cream, loads of selection of ice cream, which I will try and pick up one next time, because that did look absolutely amazing. Then you have the Lalandia supermarkets. There's anything and everything you need in there, from toothpaste to toothbrushes to three-course meal, I guess, if you want one. They've got bakery and everything on site. Anything and everything in there. So if you are staying at Lalandia and you've forgotten something, that will be the place that you want to go to. Now, this building to the right hand side is where I do believe you would then walk into to pick up some different bits and pieces regarding like your booking stuff and things like that. You can see it was 5:15 when we came in, so that's not too bad. Now we are going to walk out to walk back in, because when I came back in, I actually did find some more information. So what we'll do is we'll have a look round, because we actually started the video inside. Normally I start the video outside and you can sort of see all of this, and we walk into what we walked into. Just did it slightly different this time round. So yeah, it is what it is. And then now we are back inside. So these are all the different places that are either for sale, because some of them are actually bought. I didn't realise some of these are bought. So if I had the money, I would definitely live there for sure. And some of those are absolutely fantastic. And all of these are the ones that are dotted in on site around the accommodation. And we are about to see the map. The map is absolutely massive. It's hidden on the side. I've never gone that into there before, because obviously that is your guest services. But look at the size of this. Now, I have done one run. So where it's white to the, sorry, where it's red to the first white line, that's where we did. All of this backwards, we've not touched. So I've done like one slab. And there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 slabs, and it is huge. We've seen the donkeys, you know where the land train is, but we came up and then went across. So that line there is where we went. So I'm glad I'm pointing that out. That's the first bit we did, and then we came round and back down on ourselves. That is what we did. Everything else on that map we have not touched at all. We've got to go all the way up. Everything you're seeing now. It's just ridiculous how big it is. I did walk straight down the yellow. I did try and hunt some of these down. They will be available in a different playlist. But I ran out of memory card and I ran out of batteries just walking around this place. So I will do a full loop of this place when I can, to hunt down all the different play areas and everything like that, and look at basically the oversight. This is an oversight key map. I'll try and bring that to life for you as a video, just so you guys can see what it's like. But guys, I am starting to run out of time, so I am going to leave you with that pizza. But again, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.